Hi, I'm Mrs. Lane. I'm going to be I could be your biology teacher, I could be your nursing or your careers, or I could even be the Science 600 teacher. So it's nice to meet you. We're doing this, trying to put a face to a voice this year. So that's why I'm putting this at right at the very beginning of the course overview that I'm going to be going through with you. So I'm not a native Boisean. I came from California. I have 3 children and I have multiple grandchildren that are now getting older. So my youngest one is now going into 8th grade. So that keeps me busy here. I enjoy reading. I enjoy hiking. I love science. I love biology. I love taking science classes. So just a little bit about me, and I'm certainly very anxious to get to know you too. So like I said, at the very end of this part, I'm going to be going through the course overview for you. Looking forward very much to working with you this semester. I think you'll really like online schooling. So many positive things about it. So nice to meet you, and I'll be looking forward to talking with you. Bye-bye.
Okay, we're just going to kind of look at a very brief overview of what your Science 600A course will entail. So it'll only take a couple minutes here. My name is Mrs. Lane, you've already seen my picture. And so when you go to your course overview, you're going to see the same information, but I'm just going to briefly cover it just to make sure that you know what's expected. And so here's my hours. You can see here's a class live link. We have a class live, kind of like a classroom, that's available to us all the time, just about 24/7. And all you have to do to get into it is to click that little link. And then I would come in a different way. And then we can look at lessons together in there. There's a whiteboard that we can write on. You and I can both write on if need be. We can look at websites just that are on the web, so there's many things that can be done within that classroom, if the need comes up. And I hope that you do take advantage of that, because it's a really neat way for us to work one-on-one and keep you from getting stuck, or just even clarifying a topic that maybe you almost understand, but there might just be a couple bits and pieces that you don't. Let's just hop into a class live and take a peek at it together. So as we go through here, there's some required resources. Now there are some additional resources here. There are some things that come up. They would like you to do a lab. If you don't have these supplies, then what we'll do is we'll find some videos that you can watch that demonstrate the same concept to you. It's always best, if you can, to do a lab hands-on, because you learn it so much better, and there are multiple things that you can pick up on and learn that you can't obtain when you watch a video being done by somebody else. So anytime that you can come up with these supplies, or if we can maybe substitute something else in such that you can have a hands-on experience, that is definitely the best way to go. Now, as far as for your, the grading policies, 25% is going to be from your daily lessons. You have 3 attempts to reach a score of 75. Once you reach a 75, though, you cannot, or higher, you would not be able to go back and redo a lesson, because maybe you wanted to get a 90. So as soon as there's kind of a pro and con there. If you're doing maybe not so well on that particular lesson, maybe you would need the 3 attempts to reach that 75. But if you, on your first attempt, you reach a 75% or higher, and you're thinking, oh boy, I sure would like to redo, then that's not a possibility. You can't actually go back in and redo it. So you would be keeping your grade, whatever you got, which is 75% or higher. Now, projects will count for 25% of the unit grade. Okay, the lessons, remember, we're talking about 25% of a unit grade. The quizzes and tests make up the remaining 50% of your unit score. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting, you'll notice that we've said 25, 25, 50% of unit scores. Once you complete all the lessons and the projects and the quizzes and tests within each unit, then that unit will give you an overall score. And what they do then toward the end of the semester is that they will add up and average the unit scores that you've obtained all through the semester. So they would, take your unit 1 overall grade, your unit 2 overall grade, your unit 3, 4, 5 overall grade. They would average them together, and that's how you come up with your final grade. Now, one thing I do allow is you may retake any one quiz during the semester to improve your grade. Just let me know which one you would like to redo. I probably would not, maybe in the very beginning of the semester, maybe you have a lower quiz. I probably wouldn't retake that one right away. I would kind of wait as I went through the semester to see if maybe there would be another one that might be lower yet that maybe you would want to redo. Or another thing that people sometimes use it for, make sure when you go in to take a quiz or a test that your computer is charged and that you have adequate time to do the test or quiz. If for some reason there's a computer glitch, or you get called away, or the computer wasn't charged enough and it shuts off, you might want to take that one quiz. Instead of retaking a quiz, I can actually go in and open up a quiz that maybe this has happened to. Maybe you weren't able to finish, or the computer shut off, or whatever. So you'll have to decide how you would like to use it, whether you want to actually retake a quiz that you've taken and you want to improve the grade, or maybe you'd want to wait till the end of the semester and then go back and improve on one quiz that you felt that maybe was a little low. Or you might even want to just hold it off to the side, and if anything happens during a quiz that you're taking where the computer shuts off or something, you have one to play with that I'll go immediately back in. Just let me know and I'll go right in there and reset that for you. Now, this is something that's new for this year with ICON. All essay questions must be answered. No blank essay or short answer assignments may be submitted. Now, the reason that we decided to do this is a lot of times if you have a multiple choice or a fill-in, a guest could just get that right answer right into where it belongs. But when you have to write out an essay or a short answer, it gives us as teachers a better feel for, do you really understand what you're talking about? And that way, if there's any problem, or maybe there's something that you're just a little off on, we can just go back in and clarify that for you. So every essay, every short answer assignment has to be submitted. If one is submitted blank, we will give you one opportunity. We'll resubmit it back to you. You'll have one opportunity to redo that blank essay that you've submitted. But if it comes in blank again, then this is going to be school-wide. A parent-teacher conference will be set up to make sure that we can, somehow come up with a plan such that all essays and short answer assignments will be submitted, because we feel that it benefits you. Let's see if there's anything else. Extra credit. If you've completed a unit or course to the best of your ability, it may be possible to complete an extra assignment to improve the grade. Just talk with me. Usually what I do is, if the overall grade is a B or higher, then we can certainly work together to see if we can bring that grade up to an A. If it's a grade lower than a B, then usually I don't have extra credit. But anytime you have a question about that, or you feel like that might be something that you want to do, just go ahead and contact me and we'll discuss it together and see if there's anything that possible that we could come up with. Projects you have, remember, anything that you do has to be, you respond in complete sentences, correct capitalization and punctuation, and pay particular attention to the instructions given in the assignments. That will keep you from doing too little, and it'll also keep you from doing too much. Maybe you know, if an assignment wasn't read properly, you maybe spend 2 hours on something that you really only needed to spend 20 minutes on, and so I know that you have a lot of work in all your classes, so that'll be an important thing to do, just because time certainly is a constraint for you when you have as much work to do in all your classes as you do. Make sure that you cite your resources, and that tells you how to do it here. It gives you an example of how to do it. So that's kind of the course overview. It tells here what you're going to be going over. So if you have any additional questions, certainly let me know. We can take a peek at this together. If you have maybe a question comes up that I didn't answer in this course overview for you, just let me know. Send me a text or call me or whatever, and we'll get that straightened out for you. So I hope that helps, and I'll be looking forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.